Two surprises hit me when I logged in to watch Seven Doors on the day of its release on Netflix. First, that it was a miniseries and not a movie, because somehow I'd completely missed that little detail, if at all it was ever made public. I was worried for a moment that this was going to be another shantytown, a story that should have been a movie, but got stretched into a series because Netflix wanted to pad the runtime. The second surprise was that Femi Adebayo isn't just the lead and producer here. He also co-directed the project alongside his frequent collaborators, Tope Adebayo and Adebayo Tijani. There's not much to be worried about here, but it caught me off guard because as a producer on this, I thought he would really see how amazing it would have been to leverage on this fact. Is his directorial debut, so it was worthy promotional material. The reasons will be best known to them, but I think it was a missed opportunity. But I'd like to quickly let you know that my worries about the first problem were quickly allayed, as Seven Doors not only proved itself as a great fit for the serial format, but one that was crafted with care and I dare say respect for the audience. Hi film freaks, welcome back to the channel. Today we are knocking on Seven Doors, a Femi Adebayo produced Yoruba epic packed with duty, love and plenty generational drama. Let's see if this 6-episode Netflix series earns its place among the pantheon of Nigerian storytelling, or if it crumbles under the weight of its own crown. I think you already know the answer, but let's do this for the sake of formalities. Seven Doors follows the story of Kola Ajeyemi, played by Femi Adebayo, a simple family man whose life takes an extraordinary turn when he is choosing to ascend the throne of Ilara. Initially reluctant, Adedunjoye takes on the responsibility thanks to the encouragement of his wife, Chiamaka, who looks like she was born to be regal. Destiny's call was made epic by the cinematic presence of Chioma Chukwuka, who leaves no stone unturned in delivering another fantastic on-screen performance. The toll of the kingship soon becomes much, and Adedunjoye quickly finds out why they say heavy is the head that wears the crown. He finds himself literally haunted by the sins of his ancestors. Ilara falls into chaos. Deaths everywhere, even in the king's household. To break the generational curse, Adedunjoye must open 7 mystical doors, which represents a wife each. That is, 6 more to the one he is already married to. There is a very interesting explanation to the mythology here, so be sure to watch out for that when you dive into the series. What follows is a high-stakes tale of love, sacrifice and generational burdens, all framed by a rich blend of Yoruba mythology. It is led by a stellar cast. Femi Adebayo and Chioma Chukwuka are amazing in this, and the entire world created feels both deeply cultural and globally relatable. The good. The performances. Oh my god. It is undeniably one of the greatest strengths of Seven Doors. Femi Adebayo embodies the inner conflict of Adedunjoye captivatingly. The reluctant leader torn between his love for his family and the weight of the crown while grappling with the extent of his ancestors' sins. He does this with a depth that makes you feel his struggles and is a delight to watch whenever he comes up on screen. Even more delightful are the scenes he shares with Chioma Chukwuka, who plays the apple of his eyes, Olori Chiamaka. She can be said to be the heart of the story. Chioma brings a quiet strength to the role, grounding her character with grace and emotional authenticity. Her performance doesn't just complement Femi's, it elevates it. The chemistry level between the two does what it is supposed to. It captures the complexities of a marriage tested by power, loss, and impossible choices. You feel her love, frustration, and resilience in the right dosage. It would be a sin to not mention Aliu Gafar, the mesmerizing actor who brought the big bad of the movie, 𝐂𝐴𝐧𝐯, to life. Gafar absolutely inhabits the role of 𝐂𝐴𝐧𝐯 and gives a performance that is immersive and thrilling, lending an air of mystery and gravitas to every scene he's in. 𝐂𝐴𝐧𝐯 is the kind of character who could easily fade into the background, but Gafar ensures that he's always compelling, whether through a knowing glance or a single line delivered with weight. Serious weight. Kola Ajeyemi also deserves special mention for his portrayal of 𝐉𝐨𝐬𝐺𝐷, the treacherous king who started this whole thing that Adedunjoye is paying for generations later. His performance is nuanced, leaning into the layered motivations of a man driven by greed, power, and a twisted sense of justice. You see it in his eyes, and you believe this one can truly kill for what he wants. The entire ensemble cast delivers, from the council members to the royal family's inner circle. Each actor brings their A-game, creating a world that feels lived in and authentic. Kudos to the casting director for assembling a team of performers who clearly understood the assignment. Credit also goes to the directors for pulling out the best possible performances from their actors. Another thing I liked about Seven Doors is the production value. The cinematography is as lush as a Netflix original promises, and the visual effects, though not the best, are ambitious. They do really ambitious things with it. And if you're like me, you can't help but rewind to fully take in the scenery of what they were aiming for. The setting, costumes, and visual shots are easy on the eye, and this helps improve the viewing experience. One more thing I like that is worth mentioning is how the show subtly pushes a message for tolerance and coexistence. Adedunjoye and Chiamaka's intertribal marriage is treated with refreshing normalcy, while a pivotal scene where Chiamaka's Igbo king aid the Yoruba kingdom in the fight against Esusu underscores unity in diversity. It is a simple, quiet, and powerful nod to what's possible when differences are set aside. The bad. Let me first start by saying that nothing in this bad category is pretty much table-breaking or unforgivable. I think that is worth noting, because I'm going to start by mentioning the visual effects I did subtly praise in the good section. So while the CGI is ambitious, the truth is that it doesn't always hold up. In moments requiring heavy visual effects, like that brutal Final Destination-esque sequence where we see logs of woods flying up and down and rendering everything in its path lifeless, the execution does leave some more to be desired, slightly undercutting the impact of those high-stake moments. Slightly. I said slightly. It is possible to look past it, but it is what it is. It is not perfect. Another thing is the missed cliffhangers. Let me explain. For a show banking on a renewal, I mean anyone who gets to have their IP commissioned by Netflix as a series, or even as a movie, would want a sequel. So it is baffling that Seven Door misses the opportunity to leave viewers with strong cliffhangers, or at least at a better place, with the promise that these characters that they've met, and to an extent love or loathe, will come back, or should come back, and eagerly anticipate their return. So while the story ends on a note of resolution, it lacks that itch to immediately demand a second season. This isn't exactly a bad thing, but a better job could have been done with how we left things, especially with certain character arcs that were just up and abandoned, like Prince Adeoye's desire to be king. After 𝐂𝐸𝐴yemi fails at his plan to ransack Oba Adedunjoye from the palace, nothing is heard from Adeoye again. They just vanished from the rest of the narrative. And it's troubling because I actually thought Prince Adeoye's character was one of the best. In conclusion, Seven Doors is more than just a tale of kingship and curses. It's a celebration of cultural heritage and a testament to Femi Adebayo's growth as a storyteller. While it's not perfect, it excels in delivering emotional depth, commendable visuals, and strong performances. Sure, some elements of its resolution could have been better handled, with some excitement built up for later. But the truth is that those things are minor. The main cocoa is that the show delivered on a good time, which it promised. In a year that has seen us encounter many misses from Nollywood, this is a big deal. The sheer ambition of this project, coupled with its thoughtful themes, makes it a journey worth taking. If you're a fan of epic dramas, Yoruba mythology, or just want to see Nollywood kick ass, Seven Doors is one for your watch list. If you've seen Seven Doors and you enjoyed it, or you didn't, feel free to let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more reviews. See you in the next video.